All right, we back on that. We got cut short on the last live. We're featuring a black inventor from Zimbabwe named Maxwell Chickenbosow, who is a black inventor that created a car that runs on radioactive waves instead of electricity or fuel. I was mentioning back in the day there was a man that created a car that ran off of water, and we don't hear about what happened to that technology. So it's like, uh I know for one it's not good for business for the car industry companies that, you know, for technology of no electric, no fuel, and a gas, a car that runs off of water. I'm sure that's a technology that they don't want the regular general population to get a hold of and to access, because then the car companies can't make no money. So you know what I'm saying? So we as people, not black people, not Asian, not white, not Ethiopian, we as people are great. We're great thinkers. We're great uh inventors, and in our own little parts of the world, in small rooms, great ideas become bigger than life. And you can't stop what's destined to be. Like, I hear people in general, especially celebrities, like I heard 50 Cent tell Gene Deal, you can't stop what God has for me. Nobody is bigger than God, not even the devil. And whatever that God has for your life, no man and no entity can stop it. Now, will there be roadblocks? Will there be mischief? Will there be hate? Yes. So you got to be ready to go to war with all that. You know what I'm saying? And because everybody wants you to be a follower and not a leader. Somebody asked me, what's the difference between a leader and a manager? A manager organize and you know and manage, you know organize and manage. A leader is a vision trailblazer that creates, that take something to the next level from where it is to another conglomerate, to another uh space, from here to there. They not just organizing and managing what's like right here. So, my fact, that was my wife that told me that, and I believe she's very much a leader, and uh I think I'm a good manager at the end of the day. I can become a great leader, I think, what I'm saying, when put in the right situation, given the right monetary you know, uh advantages, because I think we could do great things if the opportunity presented itself as a people, what I'm saying? And, that's why I'm not out here trying to knock myself in the head crazy to start something from the ground up with $0. You have to have some kind of financial nest to start anything that will become great, and if you're really determined to start something from nothing, then you have that passion and that drive. But I don't have the time and luxury to just focus on, one entity of life when, I got people depending on me, and so it's just like, every 5 minutes somebody needs something. And that's what it seemed like, and everybody want to come at you at one time, and you gotta tell them I don't have it, or no, and and you just do what you can, and y'all gotta figure it out. You know what I'm saying? It's always something from, somebody you care about that you want to help. And, you know, you gotta really be on your game to analyze you know, what you can do and what you can't do without hurting yourself. You know what I'm saying? So let's get back to the feature. Chickenbosow, Maxwell Chickenbosow from Zimbabwe. That created a fuelless vehicle and a car that don't need electric. It it activates itself off of radioactive waves. That's basically the towers around us can generate this car. Like everywhere we go, we got the 5G towers, radioactive. You got satellite. This is what his invention operates off. You feel me? So yeah, we're excited about uh Maxwell Chicken Buso. You feel me? And
Is
God
the
bless
device that
him.
I personally invented in 2009, which harnesses radio frequencies and converts them into energy. This technology violates the laws of energy and thermodynamics. This isn't a small claim. The laws of thermodynamics are fundamental principles that govern all energy interactions in the universe. The first law states that energy cannot be created or destroyed, only transformed from one form to another. If Chickenbotsow's device truly generates more usable energy than it consumes, it will require scientists to reconsider our basic understanding of how energy works. Rather than backing down from this implication, Chickenbotsow embraces it. Yes, it is working, but in doing that, we have to relook